Welcome back to Street Food with Senpai. Today we're headed to the Dominican Republic to recreate their national breakfast, mangu con los tres golpes, the three hits. Fried salami, fried eggs, and fried cheese. All that's served with pickled onions, avocados, and mangu, which are mashed plantains. We're not gonna stop there though, because plantains are the cornerstone of South American cuisine, and they are also super versatile. So I'm gonna show you how to make a couple different things with them. Plantain chips, maduros, which are sweet little plantains, and one of my favorite things, tostones, baby. First thing we're making is a fermented pineapple beverage called Guapo DEA. You might be familiar with tepache, which is the Mexican variation. Combine 1 quart of water with 3/4 cup of granulated sugar and then set aside. Find a pineapple that's pretty ripe, ideally more golden than this one. Cut the top and bottom off so it doesn't wobble around on you. And trim off the outer layers as well as those little eyes. Then you cut the juicy meat off the pillar and slice that core into smaller pieces. Take all the peels and the core too and dunk it into that sugar water. Cover that and set aside at room temperature for 1 to 2 days. Now we're gonna pickle some onions for the mangu. This is the essential, crucial acidic ingredient to an otherwise super salty fat bomb of a dish. Cut off both ends of a large red onion, peel it and cut it in half. Cut those into fairly thin julienne strips and set aside. In a separate pot, combine 2 cups of white vinegar, 1 cup of white sugar, 1 cup of water, and a super pinch of salt. Bring it to a boil just to dissolve it all and then pour it over the Funyuns. Give that a quick toss and place a paper towel over to keep it all submerged. Now it'll be pretty tasty in like 2 or 3 hours, but it is best after a full nap in the fridge. Now switching to the mangu, it all starts with 2 unripe green plantains. We have to peel it first, so you gotta cut off both ends of it and score it through the skin on 2 sides. Cover it with plenty of water and bring it to a boil. After like 5-10 minutes of simmering, take them out to dry it off for a bit, and it should easily fall right off the bone. Cut those nanners into big chunks and add it to some fresh water with a fistful of salt and simmer that for another 15-ish minutes until it's super tender. Add those to your mashing bowl with a good amount of that banana stock and give it a quick smashing. Add 4 tablespoons of butter, a lot of bit of salt, and mash again. You can add more water to get whatever consistency you like. And that's your mangu, dude. Now with 2 more plantains that we boiled in the same way, we're gonna make some tostones. Peel them and cut them slightly wider. First, you gotta blanch them in 250-degree oil for about 5 minutes to soften them up, kind of like French fries. While they're still warm, place it onto a plate and slowly smash it with another plate to get that tostone shape. Repeat the process with all the other dudes while you heat up the oil to 325. Fry them again for another 2 to 3 minutes, salt them liberally, and the tostones are done. You can also take green plantains to make plantain chips. You just need one of these green mandolins. Holding on for dear life, slice them very carefully. I like to keep the skin on for a better grip, and it ends up crisping up too and tasting great. Only slice into what you're comfortable with. Don't worry about any extra, save your fingertips, man. You kind of need them. To keep them from oxidizing, just pour water over them and keep it submerged. Dry them off a bit before frying, otherwise they're gonna pop everywhere. 300 Fahrenheit is the best temp to steam up the camera and fully crisp up the chips without burning them. If you like sweet plantains, pick up a plantain that's pretty black. Just like a banana, a lot of the complex carbs have broken down into simple sugars. Cut the ends off, peel them, and then cut it at an angle. Fry it at 300 until it's a dark golden brown. The darker the better actually, because it's just gonna taste like caramelized sugar. For all that, we'll make a little moho dipping sauce too. In a small bowl, juice 1 lime and 1 orange to make a pseudo sour orange juice. A very important ingredient in South American cuisine. In a separate bowl, mix half a cup of neutral oil and grate in 2 garlic cloves. Season with salt and pepper and a little lime zest. Add in a few tablespoons of that sour orange juice and taste it before realizing, yeah, we're gonna need way more of that jugo. That's it, dog. You just set that to the side. Now we can bring the los tres golpes all together. One of the most important parts is Dominican salami. This tropical brand is pretty easy to find in any Hispanic market. Imagine like a mix of deli salami and summer sausage. Slice them into pretty thick coins and set aside. Now we gotta cut some queso de frier, which is frying cheese, like halloumi. It's not gonna melt everywhere when you heat it up. If you can't find that, queso fresco or paneer work really well too. Fry up the salami first over medium heat and get it super crispy. Then you sear that cheese and all that salami fat. This part is absolutely glorious. For this specific dish, this isn't traditional, but the world should know about Salvadorian / South American chorizo. You can find this right next to the salami, and I guarantee this will be the best sausage you've ever eaten. The last step is to fry the eggs. I I fry them at a very high heat in a good amount of oil, and then once I add the eggs, I'll turn it down to like a medium low. That'll get the whites super crispy. To plate it traditionally, add your mangu and top with a bunch of pickled onion. Add your fried salami, the fried salami cheese, and your eggs. Lastly, garnish with some avocados with a little bit of lime and salt to season them. That's it. Los tres golpes. Man, you already know this is ballin'. Especially the cheese, the salami, and the cheese and the salami. And oh snap, I forgot about the other Johns. I found that pineapple that's been fermenting for a day, strained it, and poured it over ice with some dried pineapple. Here's the rest of the feast. You know, I guess if I have to, I'll eat all of this. Food really does not get any better than this. Fancy food is cool, all the shiny techniques and the expensive ingredients, but it'll never make you feel as happy as me right now.